So I got this major drama going on. All right, and I'm just going to clarify the whole story, okay? Because of the circumstances, I feel that it needs to be said, and I feel that I need to say it on my channel. I'm dealing with these idiots every day, and so here it goes, okay? So you got some people that I'm gonna mention, and then some people that I'm not gonna mention, okay? So we'll go with Girl A, okay? Girl A has me on target, bought my neural monitoring, and put me on target in 2013, as far as I know. Okay, I started noticing things were going on and that I was being hacked as far back as 13. That I was being hacked, and I started noticing broadcast stuff and artificial telepathy in 14, and then heavily in 15. From there on, it was full time. All right. Um, so sometime in 14 or 15, I can't recall exactly, this guy named Tony Bruce, an older guy, he's in his 60s. He got out of prison, and A picked him up the day he got out of prison and brought him back, and they were in there talking all day long. I believe that's when he got his neural monitoring. Tony Bruce. Okay. Now they say that Tony Bruce is a leader of the outlaws. They say he's also the leader and creator of some prison gang. All right, and I know Tony Bruce because A used to buy methamphetamines and GHB from Tony Bruce. Okay, um, fast forward. I don't give. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna say what the real is. Okay, and that's what he's known for. That's what he's known for. Whoever wants some dope, go see Tony Bruce. Okay, I don't care. Everybody knows that. The police know that. The police already know that. Call me whatever you want to. All right. So now I got, for years now, I got Ricky Patton, who is Tony Bruce's good friend, on my channel, on my neural monitoring. Okay. And Tony Bruce is not one to come out loud with the artificial telepathy. He's not one of the ones that has that privilege to be able to be the ones to talk to me all the time. Okay. I got Ricky Patton and two Howard Circle guys, and then occasionally a couple more Howard Circle guys, all from the same family. Marcus, and then I don't know the rest of their names. I call one of them Stain. I call one of them Fat Retard. I don't know who they are. Okay, I know I know who they are. I know they're from that family, and I know how they look or whatever, but I don't know their names. Okay, I know Ricky Patton's name, and I know they called the one guy Marcus. They've called him Marcus for 6, 7 years now. Everybody calls him Marcus, so I'm gonna go with that. I've had plenty of names for it. Okay, so 2020 comes along. I'm still dealing with these idiots. Have been for years, and by the way, they've been on my eyes again all day long. Ricky Patton. All right. So 2020 comes along, and there's this other girl that I met. She's supposed to be targeted. I believe that she was. Okay. We'll call her B. So we got A that got me on target, bought my neural monitoring like a slave trader, like a human trafficker. All right. And then so B comes along, and we were seeing each other. All right. Then the next thing you know, she went behind my back and linked up with Robert Lackey. Now, Robert Lackey is said to be a leader of this gang, this artificial telepathy, remote neural monitoring, gang stalker cult. All right. So she went behind my back and linked up, hooked up with Robert Lackey. All right. Not long after that, and when I found out about everything, and it was like a month or two went by, and then I started hanging out again. How stupid am I? So, I ain't gonna talk about this person or that person or all these people, but the key players All right. So then, next thing you know, she goes and starts hanging out with Tony Bruce. All right. So B hanging out with Tony Bruce. A, been close. Call him Uncle Tony, gave him his neural monitoring. Okay. So A and B meet up at Tony Bruce place, wherever that is. All right. So now you got A, the main person that put me on target, along with Tony Bruce and Robert Lackey, three of my longtime gang stalkers, linked up with B, this girl that I was talking to had been targeted. Well, of course, you know, she got her neural monitoring and turned into one of their group. Okay, so she hits me up one day and said that she's pregnant. All right, she says it's mine. I don't believe it. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. I don't know. I don't know. And there hasn't been any testing. Okay, what I do know is that it's very, very, very possible that it's not. These gang stalkers, Ricky Patton, Marcus, and the other Howard Circle guys, they all say, hey, it's yours. You know, the neural monitoring says it's yours. The neural monitoring shows that it's yours. That's what they say. Which would be pretty conclusive to say that you could be on remote neural monitoring and the system picks up your frequency before you're born. Okay? Anyway, they start broadcasting, okay? And the Howard Circle guys, Ricky Patton and the two main guys, there's three of them, the two Howard Circle guys and Ricky Patton, they're the three that are on my channel every day, okay? And so those three always broadcasting all this stuff. And they, you know, Tony Bruce is one that's broadcasting as well. He's just not one of the ones that's talking, okay? So A and B, so they're hanging out at Tony Bruce's place, and they're all getting on mind control. Okay, and you know how it is when all these gang stalkers get on mind control and they start broadcasting all of their orgy nonsense to the targeted person. Okay, and it's very typical. What they like to do is to these guys, these jealous, insecure old men, they like to put the girls on mind control. Okay, have their way and broadcast it to the guy whom they were seeing, who they care about or whatever. And then the girl was like, oh, God. Then they got it. They got her doing stupid stuff. Now she's a criminal. Now she's a gang stalker. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do at that point? I don't know. I don't know how they do it, but the guys use that. They like, and they'll use it on anybody, you know, get you to do some messed up stuff. And then you kind of got to join them rather than you can't really do nothing else. You're just stuck where you kind of got to join them, okay? So B is now hanging out with A, and they're close friends, okay? The girl that had me on neural monitoring, that put all these guys onto my channel, okay? And then she wants to pay, she tried to talk B into getting an abortion because she's getting on mind control and doing these orgy on mind control with Tony Bruce and some guys over at the Dope House. Really? Okay? And this is not my group. This is not my group. Okay? This is just a girl that I used to mess with that they put her on mind control and reeled her right into their little group. Okay? So that's what happened. All right? Is she a wicked, evil girl? Probably. Okay, but that's what happened. And so Tony Bruce started broadcasting all this stuff, you know, and then the Howard Circle guys, they're broadcasting, they're all talking trash all the time, trying to get me fired up about Tony Bruce, you know, putting my girl on mind control and all this stuff, okay, and putting her on the broadcast machine, got electric voltage running through her while she's pregnant and all this stuff, and they're talking about how he wants to kill the baby and all this stuff. Right. Meanwhile, keeping her strung out on some dope or whatever, because that's what he does. All right. So fast forward, the girl's got neural monitoring now. Okay. She made videos of herself, downloaded my phone from her powered shell, made videos of herself getting remote neural monitoring links from broadcasts using this static colorization app from the PowerShell. I saw the videos. Okay. Fast forward some. All this stuff's going on, right? And then, this girl has a baby. And then, well, let me back up just a little bit, okay? Couple months ago, like two months ago probably, I got a Samsung phone. I can't use it, okay? Because I went on to my Facebook, and then on Facebook, if you have a page, which I have lots of them, I'm Kevin Christian with all these different pages, targeted individual, remote neural monitoring, artificial telepathy. Well, you can go into the settings or somehow, I forget how to do it, but you can go in there and convert your page into a profile. So I've done that to a couple of my pages. So now I'm on like 3 or 4 profiles, and then the rest are still pages. Okay, but like the targeted individual page that went along with my targeted individual YouTube channel was converted into a profile. All right, so I switched up to that profile, and I typed in the name Tony Bruce. Okay, and all these profiles came up. Well, one of them looked real suspicious, and I clicked on it. And at the very top, my group, Artificial Telepathy, one of my other groups, EMF Broadcast. Those 2 groups were at the top of his page, right above a bunch of EMF Broadcast gang stalker advertisement videos, okay, for his EMF videos broadcasting to me, okay, with the girl, of course. And so the profile is not supposed to have my groups linked into it. His profile, Tony Bruce profile, is not supposed to have my groups linked into it. This is the first time I found something awkward like that. Okay, they use it like a gang stalker broadcast, EMF broadcast platform, and it's so facetious if they can use your stuff to target you. So they had my stuff, and it was the same as my stuff, other than the extra stuff that they add in that you can't normally see. Okay, you go to my group, you gonna find my version, my regular version. You go to his version of my group, you're gonna find my stuff, but you're gonna find his stuff too. It's gonna be the gang stalker edition, the remote neural monitoring gang stalker edition. Okay, now they're telling me Tony Bruce lives with A now. Okay, I don't know who he lives with. I don't care who he lives with. I know that Tony Bruce, 60-some-year-old Tony Bruce, the drug dealer on parole with all the prison tattoos from Clayton County, Georgia, he's a gang stalker using remote neural monitoring. And he's been on my channel, and he's been doing stuff to my people, and he's been broadcasting to me, and he's been hacking into my stuff, and he's been using my stuff. I know that for a fact. They keep saying, oh, Tony Bruce is going to send a hit on you. Hurry up. Because I'm tired of listening to the BS. Ain't nobody scared of no Tony Bruce. Nobody ain't scared of no Tony Bruce. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, you're a fraud. You're a fake, jealous, coward fraud. And you're a gang stalker. And you're going back to prison. So I hope you save some room for some more little ink ups with that BS. Okay, so Ricky Patton going on and on about his buddy Tony Bruce. You're not going to do this to my friend Tony Bruce. Oh, I am going to do it. I'm going to send his ass right back where he came from. And you're going with him. Ricky Patton, you're going with him. And these girls will be lucky if they don't go too. And then it's the Howard Circle guy, Marcus' brother. You're getting it. You're getting your neural monitoring. You're getting it. You're getting your neural monitoring. So now this dumb girl A, who put me on to Target by buying my neural monitoring and giving a bunch of dope-head junkies access to it, now she messed up. And she started giving her close people, Tony Bruce and now B, who was kind of like my girlfriend at one time and supposedly got this baby that's supposed to be mine. And this idiot done put them onto my neural monitoring. How dumb are you? I'm sitting here working on how to do my API calls, enabling my PHP and trying to write some code and digging into my network stuff. And these idiots are still attacking my face. How dumb are you? The dumbest. If there's a gang stalker out there that don't think y'all are the trashiest idiots in the whole thing, then they got issues. You are some type of stupid. Okay? So let me be real clear. I ain't scared of no Tony Bruce or the cousins or anybody else. He feel like he want to sin or anybody else. He's a gang stalker. He's been all over my stuff, and he's going to jail for probably a whole bunch of stuff. And I can care less that he's a dopehead, except for he wants to give dope to these pregnant girls and GHB these girls and put them on mind control. Putting teenage girls on mind control. Hell's wrong with you? 60-something years old. You deserve to be in prison. Not B. She ain't no teenager. She's almost the same age as me. Okay, but that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on right now. All right, so I got this phone that I can't even turn on. I recorded this whole thing when I found all that stuff, the Tony Bruce stuff. Screen recorded it. They shut the phone down. I turned it back on. The files were deleted. I recovered them with a recovery app, and they deleted them again. I turned it off, wrapped it up, and I ain't got it back out since. It's been 2.5 months probably. All right, so I know that file's still there, and I know there's some records of this idiot having on my Goose link to his Tony Bruce page. All right, so that's where you messed up. That ain't going away. That ain't going away. I'm tired of the Tony Bruce threats. You want to put this girl on dope and mind control while she was pregnant. You want to broadcast it to me. Now, deal with it. Deal with it. Tony Bruce, you're a fraud. You're a fraud, Tony Bruce. You're a fraud. You ain't no gangster OG, nothing. You're a fraud junkie. That's all you are. All right, so bring it. I see y'all little idiots in court. That's the only time you'll be less of a coward enough to be around me.